Well, Darrell, I would imagine, the way that the results have been going recently, does that make a difference in terms of the players? You've got a lot of new players, they've got to buy into you and what you're kind of doing, and when you're showing the results, does that kind of like, okay, that's what we're looking for?
I think it's the consistency of work, to be honest with you. The game's done, the games are done in the past. I've always said this, is as soon as we've done our review Monday, post-match review of what we wanted to work on, what we wanted to see, the good, the bad, that consistency of work, and then it's just put to bed and we focus on the next game. And then, I know that's pretty boring, but I think when you do that, whether you've won, drawn or lost, that is the real focus, that we're moving on to the next project, we're moving on to the next game, and that's what it is. We can't change the past and you can't predict the future, so we're just trying to move on and plan as we normally do. Always easier to plan when you're winning football matches.
And I guess easier as well when you haven't got midweek games, so you were looking forward to that sort of little chunk coming up of being able to work throughout the week. Have you done most of what you wanted to do this week?
By the way, when I say easier to plan, it's not. It's happier to plan. You're in a happier place. The lads are in a happier place because you've won your last game. So that always comes into play. And then it's like it's just a focus of them working the week. We know what this division's like. We know every game brings its own challenges. Barrow will bring their challenges into play Saturday. So we know every game's tough, and you've got to earn the right to win every game at elite level.
Because you're not going to tell us exactly what you're working on, but what are the areas that you're looking to try and progress now, I guess?
Everywhere, consistently on the in-possession, the out-possession stuff, set plays, just making sure that we're getting better. We're starting off with the small layers. We have to when you come into a new environment, new group, new players. You're trying to get the basics in, the basic principles in of what we're trying to do, what we work on, and then it's layering it up, getting fitter, getting stronger, getting more organised, getting more well drilled, and making sure that all aspects of our game are getting to the highest level we can possibly get to.
Partnership is such a big deal at any level of football, and particularly defensively. You sort of look at that unit now that you've been able to put out. Haven't had to change your keeper last time, but it looks like those relationships are really starting to grow.
Yeah, I think these, like anything, the last 15 minutes in Newport, watching the whole game back and players having to come off, a little change of formation. We still didn't defend their 2 goals very well. I held account for the obviously the changes, the forced changes, but we needed to do better in defensive moments in the game management in that particular game. So there's always areas. We had a few clean sheets before that. If you're getting clean sheets, you've got every opportunity to win a lot more football games. So our basis of our work is that. We conceded a hell of a lot of goals as a football club last season. It's something, if you're going to be successful, you have to get the goals against your column down. That's a known fact. So making sure that area for the 95, 100 minutes, whatever the game lasts, we're in full concentration mode to not be giving easy opportunities and easy goals away.
I just wanted to have a little word about Ellis, because he's a player that obviously you've known for a long time now. He gives so much to the team, hasn't always got the goal returns, but at the moment he's looking as sharp as I've seen him in front of goal.
Ellis is at 75% as well, to be fair. I had a good chat with Ellis, and listen, I believe, having worked with Ellis now a few times, we sold him $750,000 to Ipswich 7-8 years ago. But I believe Ellis has always been at his best when you're getting the balls in the box, and he arrived in the box at the right time. He lands on things at the right time, and that's why he's probably always scored goals while I've been managing him, because we like to get the ball in the box. And his work's been positive. He's training hard, but he's still at 75%. I think that after the back end of this month, I think we'll start even seeing Ellis in a better position as well, with the fitness levels we're working with him on.
Which must be exciting when you're getting a few goals now. That part of your team is starting to again show the signs of clicking.
Yeah, no, it's nice to score 3 goals, but it's an area of a game we have to get better in that final third. I think we're getting the ball in the right areas a lot of the time, but we still have a lot of work to do that. And there's a lot of work we have to do on the build, from building to get into that area of the pitch, whether that be a short build, long build. So all areas, all aspects of the game, he has to continuously be getting better at.
You're not going to tell me who's involved, but having extra players back from the international duty and all the rest of it, that's given you even more selection headaches than you had last week.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But that's exactly what because you know, you're looking at that squad, chatting to Ricky the other day, you've got cover everywhere, isn't it? Which is kind of what every manager, every head coach wants.
Yeah, we haven't got a massive squad. We've reduced massively on the numbers but we have got competition for places. We've still got lads settling into the club. Obviously, international week. Joe Cottrell comes into the reckoning. He was away in international. Luke's obviously back. So we got options. We've got 1 or 2 injuries as well, but. Listen, we're happy with the options we've got now, but it's the continuous, like I keep saying, it's continuous work we've got to do, because it don't just happen. You don't just turn up and go on then, there you go, have a good game, Joel, or go and have a good game to the new lads. It's about getting the connections right on the pitch, because all successful teams have that consistency of that connections.
And brings us to this weekend. So Barrow, probably not the start of the season they would have wanted. They've got a good couple of wins, but a few more defeats than they would have liked. What are you expecting from them?
Another tough game. Yeah, I think these games over the years I've been managing our football club. These are the games where everybody expects you to just win. But what I want is a real good atmosphere. I want a real good atmosphere in the stadium. I want the lads to put on a real front foot performance and get after them. So we want to make sure that these games, not everybody's just turning up expecting us to win. Just because they're on a bit of a bad run, we're on a decent run over the last few games. We have to earn the right to win football matches, and I need everybody up for it, because we're nowhere near at the stage or being anywhere near being a finished article of a team yet. So we need everyone to raise it, and it'll be a tough game. I've got a lot of respect for Wing. He's done a great job at Solihull, and then he's gone into Barrow, and he's been doing well there last season. Bit of an iffy start this season, but I'm sure they'll kick on up the league.